Today we're going to be talking about Ripple concerning their lawsuit and how XRP is positioned to rise in the aftermath of the pretrial conference. Welcome to Moneyside. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more. Currently, XRP is the 7th largest cryptocurrency by value after Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, Tether, Cardano, and Polkadot. Currently trading at 40 cents with a market cap of $20.94 billion, San Francisco-based Ripple Labs is the company and the controlling force behind XRP tokens. XRP had a wild ride in 2020. After a disappointing run in the first 10 months of 2020, XRP's value skyrocketed in November due to XRP's $45.6 million buybacks. Ripple has offices in San Francisco, New York, London, Sydney, India, Singapore, and Luxembourg. The company's value comes from being the creator and majority holder of digital currency XRP. Ripple owns about 60 billion of the 100 billion XRP tokens that will ever be in circulation. The company placed about 55 billion of the XRP coins it owns in a secured escrow account from which it can only release 1 billion every month. Ripple has never come close to releasing 1 billion tokens to the market as a part of an effort that seeks to prevent overflooding of the market that would significantly affect the value of the altcoin. XRP's perceived relative cheaper valuation compared to other cryptos seemed to help the explosive growth in November. However, the rally was short-lived because the SEC sued Ripple, which led to a freefall in XRP's value. Why Ripple XRP faces a lawsuit. On December 22, 2020, the SEC sued Ripple, claiming that XRP is a security and not a digital currency. The SEC argued that XRP should be treated like the shares of a public company are treated. The SEC said that Ripple Labs violated investor protection laws when it sold a Bitcoin-like digital asset called XRP. The SEC also charged Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse and co-founder Christian Larsen for engaging in an illegal securities offering. Ripple's counter-argument is that XRP has been identified as a currency in the past. One of the major differences between XRP and other cryptocurrencies has been that XRP is sold by Ripple in segments for select periods. The case against Ripple, Garlinghouse, and Larsen is scheduled for a virtual pretrial conference in February. Following the SEC's complaint, many crypto exchanges suspended the trading of XRP tokens. While many small crypto exchanges suspended trading in XRP early on, the real blow came when Coinbase said that it would suspend trading for XRP. Coinbase willfully suspended XRP trading starting on January 19th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Other major exchanges like Binance US, OKCoin, Bittrex, Bitsmap, and popular wallet provider and crypto trading platform blockchain.com also suspended trading in XRP. These exchanges have either delisted XRP entirely or have suspended trading until further notice. Crosstower and Hong Kong-based OSL are among some of the exchanges that delisted the token. With these developments in context, many traders and analysts wonder about XRP's future. While some investors have thrown in the towel and booked their losses, others think that this is an opportunity to buy the dip. But even at this troubling time for Ripple, all is not completely lost. At 3.5 million people, the United Arab Emirates is home to the largest population of Indian migrants globally, making the UAE the top source of remittances for India. Recognizing a need to enhance the cross-border payments experience in one of the biggest remittance corridors in the world, Lulu Exchange, a leading Abu Dhabi-based financial services provider, partnered with leading Indian private sector financial institution Federal Bank. Through RippleNet Cloud, cross-border transactions into India made through Lulu Exchange's 76 branches in the UAE and the Lulu Money mobile payments app are faster and more reliable. Our long-standing association with Ripple has opened up plenty of avenues for us to solidify our presence in existing and new corridors, and the latest partnership is a step forward in providing our customers the best possible experience for their payment needs to India. said Adib Ahmed, Lulu Financial Group Managing Director. Lulu Exchange joins dozens of financial institutions already running on RippleNet Cloud. Using RippleNet Cloud, Lulu Exchange can send and receive payments between financial institutions on RippleNet with one easy integration to process cross-border payments instantly, reliably, and cost-effectively, entirely in the cloud. Mr. Ahmed also added that the partnership signals are a major step towards strengthening their Indian corridor, all the while advancing their overall mission to design the world's most reliable, seamless, and accessible financial journeys through collaborative partnerships and the application of technology. Senior Vice President and Country Head, Deposits, Cards, and Unsecured Lending at Federal Bank, Nulifer Muleniferos, also said that the disruptive technology innovation is the mantra at Federal Bank, and the bank continuously invests in technology, which benefits all their partnerships, including the remittance industry partners. They believe such innovations will benefit the larger Indian diaspora, who can enjoy a modern, low-cost, fast, easy, and more reliable way of transferring money to India. Despite the pandemic, we've seen remittances continue to surge in some of the largest corridors, including the UAE to India. People still need to send money to friends and family abroad more than ever, said Navin Gupta, Managing Director of South Asia and MENA. He further added that Ripple is proud to partner with Lulu Exchange and Federal Bank to transform the cross-border payments experience in the region to be easier, cheaper, and more reliable. RippleNet's product suite ensures the highest standard in safety, security, and privacy, and is now SOC2 certified, meaning that financial institutions planning to adopt RippleNet Cloud can do so with the confidence that Ripple has a certified, industry-leading seal of approval when it comes to meeting modern security and privacy needs. Hit that subscribe button for more. So it's safe to say, with this institution in play, Ripple is sure to hit the ground running after the SEC shenanigans. You should know that MoneyGram is facing a lawsuit for allegedly misleading investors about the XRP, which it has been utilizing in money transfers for some time. On Tuesday, Rosen Law Firm announced it has filed a class action lawsuit on behalf of those who bought MoneyGram securities between June 17, 2019 and February 22nd of this year. The law firm believes these investors may now be entitled to compensation after MoneyGram partner Ripple got in hot water with the SEC in December, although the case is still in the pretrial discovery phase. Rosen alleged that MoneyGram had, quote, made false and or misleading statements and or failed to disclose that XRP, the cryptocurrency that MoneyGram was utilizing as a part of its Ripple partnership, was viewed as an unregistered and therefore unlawful security by the SEC, end quote. If the SEC enforces securities laws against Ripple, MoneyGram would be likely to lose the lucrative stream of market development fees that was critical to its financial results throughout the class period, the Rosen Law Firm states. Further, as a result, MoneyGram's public statements were materially false and or misleading at all relevant times. When the true details entered the market, the lawsuit claims that investors suffered damages. Ripple has been paying MoneyGram to use XRP in its settlement services since 2019. The money sender has reaped $61.5 million in these market development fees in the time since. On February 22nd, MoneyGram said it was stepping back from its partnership with Ripple, citing the legal uncertainty around XRP. Ripple's executive chairman has asked a U.S. court to dismiss a U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) lawsuit alleging securities violations relating to sales of the XRP cryptocurrency. According to a legal letter informing Judge Annalisa Torres at the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York of a motion to dismiss, lawyers say the SEC's amended complaint, quote, still fails to state a claim against Mr. Larsen, end quote. The central claim centers on Larsen having knowingly or recklessly provided substantial assistance to another person in violation of Section 5 of the Securities Act 1933, according to the amended complaint filed last month. On those grounds, Larsen's lawyers contend the SEC failed to show that Larsen knew at the time XRP units were securities and Ripple's activities were inappropriate. They make various points to back this up, including that the Justice Department and FinCEN considered and regulated XRP as a virtual currency, a fact inconsistent with it being a security. They also included that the SEC allegations are not only deficient, but affirmatively show it cannot meet the standard. At a minimum, the SEC must allege that it was so obvious that XRP transactions were securities and Ripple's conduct was improper that Mr. Larsen must have been aware of it. The lawyers also argue the regulator fails to demonstrate Larsen had provided substantial assistance to Ripple in carrying out its sales of XRP, or that Larsen's XRP transactions were within the U.S. and hence within its jurisdiction. This deficiency is fatal to the Section 5 claim against Mr. Larsen, and to plead a Section 5 violation, the SEC must adequately allege that each sale occurred within the territorial reach of Section 5. Larsen's lawyers also call the SEC's claim for monetary relief is time-barred, having gone beyond the allotted period to pursue a claim under Section 5. Because the SEC has alleged that the sales of XRP over a multi-year period constituted only one offer, the statute of limitations began to run in 2013 and expired in 2018. Also, Andrew Koresny, outside counsel to Ripple from law firm Debevoise and Plimpton, states the SEC's case is unprecedented and ill-conceived. The SEC has ignored XRP's clear status as a virtual currency, contradicting not only the findings of other U.S. regulatory agencies, but also international regulatory regimes. Over the last 8 years, the XRP market, independent of Ripple's activities, had grown to a massive scale, trading on over 200 exchanges worldwide. The SEC is now stretching the concept of an investment contract beyond its breaking point. We look forward to presenting our case in court. The outlook for Ripple's XRP token is quite bleak with the ongoing lawsuit. A lot of crypto exchanges are suspending operations. Francis Coppola, financial analyst and commentator, said, quote, "I think it is the beginning of the end," end quote. Financial author and trading veteran Glenn Goodman has had a similar view. He said, quote, "This potential court case is deadly serious for XRP, possibly even lethal," end quote. Grayscale Investments has removed it from a large-cap crypto fund. The likelihood of other investment funds doing the same is quite high. As a result, the outlook for XRP is weak right now. Since the SEC filed its complaint, XRP has lost almost half of its market value as investors cashed out their holdings in favor of less contentious assets. While the drop in XRP's price has made it enticing for some investors, it's a very risky bet right now. One of the biggest upside catalysts for XRP would be if the SEC lawsuit gets dropped. The outcome of the lawsuit is very uncertain and could go either way. If you are risk tolerant and have funds that you can afford to lose, set aside some of the funds and invest in XRP, because it seems the odds are in Ripple's favor. Please keep in mind, we are not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Now, tell us what you think in the comments section below. Let's have a conversation. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and to click on the subscribe button below. Turn on notifications to get informed when we post more amazing content. We'll see you in the next video.